Well, welcome back to the news hour. Well, joining us from New Delhi this evening is someone who was with us from Islamabad yesterday. He's with us from New Delhi this evening, and just shows how close the two countries are if they want to be together. Mushahid Hussain is a very influential Pakistan politician and chairman of Pakistan Senate's Foreign Relations Committee. Good evening and welcome back, Mr. Hussain. It's nice to have you back on the show.
Good evening.
What brings you here?
Thank you very much.
What brings you here at this time?
Well, I've come here for a conference to promote peace and harmony in the region, particularly between Pakistan and India in these difficult and trying times. And I hope, inshallah, we will succeed.
Well, we hope too that you will succeed. But Mr. Hussain, this must be track 2 or track 3. It appears you're a secret messenger from the Pakistani government in New Delhi. Give us an honest reply. What message will you bring with you?
Well, I think this is the mother of all tracks, if I may say so. The basic message is that we want to live in peace and harmony with India on the basis of equality and reciprocity. And let's move beyond the blame game. And we've had enough of that. And both are victims of the same enemy, the enemy of humanity, irrespective of religion, race or nationality. It is terrorism. We are suffering, you are suffering, the region is suffering. Okay. And if the region suffers, the world will suffer. Our region is just too important.
We have a ritual here on the News Hour, which we sometimes subject some of our guests to if they avoid tough questions. It's called News Hour 5 questions. Will you take 5 questions straight on from all our viewers tonight and give me straight and honest replies, Mr. Hussain?
Okay, I've been a journalist before I became a politician, and I speak from the heart, as you know. Well, no holds barred.
Well, let's see whether you do. My first question to you is, Mr. Hussain, there was a spirited and united debate on the floor of the parliament today. There were no political differences. Everyone came together, and Pranab Mukherjee sent a clear message out to Pakistan that all this pussyfooting is not going to work. You have to be direct. You have to be honest. This Pakistan denial is not going to help. My question to you is, how many of the 40 who India want will be handed over, and when?
Please ask this question from the government of Pakistan. I represent the opposition, but I feel that if there's foolproof of complicity in crimes such as terrorism, there should be an agreement between Pakistan and India for extradition of suspects, whether in India vis-a-vis Pakistan or Pakistan vis-a-vis India, on the basis of reciprocity.
Who's going to believe that? Because you've never responded to any previous extradition request. If there is good intent, you don't need an extradition treaty. You don't need a treaty to bring back Dawood Ibrahim here. Today, you've actually acted against Hafiz Saeed. That news broke some time back.
Ronald Reagan said, trust but verify. We must verify first. It's not a question of intentions. After all, the road to hell is paved with noble intentions. It's a question of facts on the ground. There are facts in Pakistan, there are facts in India. And there has to be a sync between the two. And I'm glad the language today was different of Mr. Mukherjee. And I agree with him about the issue of the hoax call, that they can cause a lot of harm if on the basis of hoax calls we start acting. And I think that's important.
Well, my question number 2 to you is, the camera does not lie, Mr. Hussain. And even as you speak, I'm going to play some television footage. Look at it extremely closely if you have access to the screen. Because this video footage...
I hope it's not doctored.
It's not doctored. It's from Pakistan. It's authentic. These may have been streets that you have been on in the past. Video footage shows the exact location of a terrorist home in Pakistan. There have been interviews done in this location, Mr. Hussain. People there say policemen came and took the family away. We don't know. You'll find a lock on one of the houses. You find residents talking. And Pakistan says, well, they are not Pakistanis. This is the house. In fact, this is the locked entrance to that house. Can you still deny today that they were Pakistani nationals?
How can you say the same guy did not attack us in Islamabad in the Marriott and the same guy attacked you in Mumbai? Are you sure that he was not the same person who attacked us?
No,
but we were also attacked before Mumbai. We were also attacked after Mumbai in Peshawar. Is the same guy trying to destabilize? Because how do we benefit, we Pakistanis or the government of Pakistan or the state of Pakistan, by sponsoring people who are destabilizing Pakistani society through criminal acts of terror? So it may be the same person doing it in Pakistan, doing it in India.
Well, Mr. Hussain,
to foment and incite violence between the two countries.
Well, that's so always the lament, isn't it?
It's
from
a
Pakistan,
common enemy requiring a collective approach.
Mr. Hussain, that's always the lament from Pakistan, isn't it? I mean, it's always the fact that we're victims in terror. We're equally suffering. I mean, can Pakistan really continue to blackmail the world, the United States, about pulling troops away from the Afghan border because they have a cause there, they have a fight there, and then divert attention to a muscular India? I mean, that's always what's going to happen.
We don't need to blackmail the Americans. They have been blackmailing the region. Facts speak for themselves. We have been suffering. Marriott happened. We lost 2,000 soldiers in Fatah. Every day there are acts of terrorism. This year alone there have been 600 acts of terrorism in Pakistan. That means every 2 per day on an average, which is the highest ratio in the world today. So you have to accept we too are victims of terrorism, and we want to act to curb, contain, and crush this
Mr. Hussain, with
the region.
Mr. Hussain, with due respect, this is not going to work. This whole line that you say again and again, we too are the victims of terrorism. You are victims of terrorism. But those who are carrying out these barbaric attacks all over the world today are all Pakistanis. My question number 4 to you is, if Daniel Pearl's killer...
9/11 had Egyptians, 9/11 had Egyptians and Saudi Arabia, so not everybody. Please get your facts right.
My question is, many. My question is, if Daniel Pearl's killer could be sentenced, what makes Masood Azhar and Hafiz Saeed get the VIP treatment? What is house arrest? House arrest is like giving protection, and Hafiz Saeed has just got protection and VIP treatment announced to him about 15 minutes back. If Daniel Pearl's killer could be sentenced, Omar Sheikh, Masood Azhar was also along with Omar Sheikh released after IC 814.
Let the due process of law be followed. Let's not act like the Bush administration did when they put in people in Guantanamo Bay and Abu Ghraib.
Okay,
let there will not be a travesty of justice.
Okay,
even criminals have rights.
Okay, well, you know,
a due process under law.
Well, 4 days ago, the Pakistani establishment,
Mr. Hussain, to be in Pakistan for the trial if it takes place after there is evidence provided to the government of Pakistan.
Okay, 4 days ago, Mr. Hussain, the government of Pakistan was sort of speaking quite like you are. But things have changed on the ground. Zardari seems to be doing something.
No, I'm in the opposition. I don't speak the officially certified truth.
Okay,
be very clear.
What has made Pakistan change in the last 4 days? Something has happened.
Change what? We are very happy that after 50 years, India has accepted the legitimacy of United Nations Security Council resolutions, and we hope if it applies to Mumbai, it will apply to Kashmir also, which India has been denying for the 50 years. And we are also very happy that the threat of war has been averted because the crisis has been diffused diplomatically and the balance of terror works. We have the bomb, you have the bomb. If we did not have the bomb, I have no doubt Pakistan would have been attacked by India. So the balance of terror works to preserve peace, security and stability in South Asia. Okay. So that's good news for the region, for the future, hopefully.
Mushahid Hussain, you know at the very end, this is not about attacking you. This is just about asking you the 5 questions, for taking the 5 questions.
No, initially there were sounds like that. Yeah. There was warlike statements. There was attempt to bully and browbeat Pakistan. I'm glad today the tone of Mr. Mukherjee was different. But I can assure you, I have no doubt he did not make any phone call to our president. That's not possible. He's too decent a guy.
I know,
and I know he wouldn't do that.
Because if we had, we really here worry about a hoax call setting off something which nobody wants between 2 nuclear neighbors. But Mushahid Hussain, for coming in our New Delhi studios and for not telling us what really your secret mission is in New Delhi. Thank you very much. That's Mushahid Hussain for you.
There's no secret mission. It's peace.
I know you have a secret mission. You don't have to share your secrets, not even on Times Now. Mushahid Hussain, thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. That brings us to the end of News Hour this evening. Thanks for watching. See you again tomorrow.
Good night.